I put peanut butter on my waffle because I am white. Rest in peace, Bill Withers. Rest in peace, Kurt Cobain. The world is ending. My anxiety's through the roof because I work in an old folks home, and every day I go into work, I think I'm going to cause mass genocide by bringing in the coronavirus. But let's distract ourselves and pretend like everything's fine, because that's the only way to get through life. And let's talk about the new Dua Lipa album. Woo! It's like my grandmother used to always say, life's a bitch and then you die. And I stand by that. So Dua Lipa, I don't really know much about her before this album, honestly. I think I listened to her first album, but I don't really remember much from it. I know everyone bullied her on Twitter about her dancing, which wasn't cool. I also know the yes, give us nothing meme is from her. So, that's all I really got at the moment. Going into this album, I was like, whatever, okay, let's see. And I think I was pleasantly surprised. I ended up enjoying it. I didn't expect myself to enjoy it as much as I did. It's a solid album. Right off the bat, the first song, Future Nostalgia, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't like it that much. I'm not a fan of the whole, like, talk singing thing. You know, the... I don't like that, personally. So that song kind of put a bad taste in my mouth. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this. But after I got through that whole part, like, this song is good. I feel like I can recognize that it's a good song. I just personally didn't really enjoy it. But the rest of the songs, great. I enjoyed it. They stood up. They were really good and really entertaining, or, like, fine, and I don't really have any, like, thing bad to say about it. Don't Start Now. I had heard that on TikTok. Can we have a moment to talk about how, like, there's a lot of contemporary female artists who are just, like, killing it? Not because of TikTok, but they're, like, using TikTok to just have their songs blow up, and, like, I don't know, I think that's really cool. I think it's impressive. It's good business, good marketing move. Good on ya. Like, Doja Cat, she's so massive right now, and I feel like TikTok's a huge part of that. Not taking away from her success, I'm just saying, like, in terms of her reaching a wide audience. Because she's got catchy songs, and you put it on TikTok, people make dances to it, and it's a good time. So, yeah, good for y'all. Using the latest trends in technology to be successful. I don't know. So yeah, Don't Start Now, that's the TikTok song. It's pretty good. This whole album has a lot of, like, bass lines that are really fun. I don't know, funky. If you're a fan of some heavy, fun bass lines, I feel like you're gonna like this album a lot. That was kind of my favorite thing about the album. I personally feel like she didn't use her voice to the best in some songs. There were a few songs I really liked the way she was singing, and I kind of wish she, like, led into that more. But that's okay. That's, this is only her second album. She's still kind of figuring out her sound, what she's doing. I'm not gonna knock her for it. Like, again, it didn't sound bad. It was just like, I would have preferred, like, if she kind of led into this more. Like, the song, I think it was Pretty Please, that I really liked the way she sang and, like, how she was using her voice on that song. And I kind of wish she did that with the whole album, but what can you do? I'm not her. I think I understand why people really like it a lot. And upon first listen, I wasn't that impressed. I was like, okay, whatever. It's, like, contemporary R&B mixed with, like, pop. Doesn't do much for me. But after listening to it a second time, I was like, okay, I can see this becoming one of those albums that I like. The more I hear it, like, these songs are going to really grow on me and get under my skin. Not in a bad way. And I'm going to end up, like, listening to it more and more and, like, really liking it more than I thought. I worry I'm doing the same thing with her that I did with Charlie XCX. I'm like, oh, generic pop artist, like, whatever, this album's gonna be that. And it's not, and I'm trying to remember, like, to get that blind spot out of my head so I can enjoy this for what it is. And I think I looked at this pretty objectively. I like to think. So I don't know. Songs like Hallucinate and Levitating, I like the instrumentation a lot. It was either like I really liked the instrumentation on a song or I really liked her voice. There wasn't really one that it did both. Maybe Hallucinate did both. Maybe Break My Heart did both a little. But I was hoping to kind of see that more. I think with her next album, she's going to nail it. I think this is a really good album, but I'm not like, 10 out of 10, this is her best. I think this is a part in her evolution and kind of figuring out her sound, who she is as an artist. And the most important thing is that, like I always say, like, you can tell when someone's just kind of, like, shitting out something that they don't really care about just to, like, make money, and when someone's, like, actually putting an effort, and they actually, like, are passionate about it, and they care about what they're making, and it always kind of comes across. And I do feel like you could feel her passion in a lot of these songs. Especially with the lyrics. The lyrics were, like, my favorite part of this whole album. I kept laughing, like, because it was funny. Like, it was good. It made me laugh. Especially Good in Bed. That one's funny. Dua Lipa be like, toxic relationships have the best sex, am I right? That made me laugh. Boys Will Be Boys has some pretty funny lines in it too. The whole thing's pretty solid. It didn't blow me away, but I wasn't disappointed. And it definitely kind of exceeded my expectations. I don't know. Maybe we stan Dua Lipa now. Maybe we should stop saying stan, because it's overused and annoying, but once you get a word in your vocabulary, it's hard to get rid of. So, yeah, I don't know. Funky, electro, pop, we love it. There was one song that felt very like early 2000s Europop, and I fucking love early 2000s Europop, so I was like, yes. I don't remember which song it was. I'm scanning my notes to see if I can find. I just take notes on the albums. I don't like write a script. Obviously, yeah, you can kind of tell I'm bullshitting half the time. I don't know. I lost my train of thought. Oh, it was Hallucinate. That was the one I thought that sounded Europoppy. And I really liked it a lot. I think Hallucinate is probably my favorite song on the album. Personally. Nothing Personnel Kid. So yeah, I was feeling a 6 out of 10 upon first listen, but like I said, I feel like this is one of those and it's gonna like be not a slow burn, but like the more I hear it, I'm gonna be like, oh, this is like really good. I'm gonna keep listening to this. So I think my final decision with my arbitrary numeric rating of something that is, not objective in any way, 7 out of 10. Do with that what you will. Subscribe to Aaron Eats. I don't know if I said that already. I eat food and talk about albums. Because there's nothing else to do when the world is ending. Bye.